here. I'm tired of introducing myself on videos anymore. You all do the math. Find my name. Just find it on other videos. I don't know, it just feels weird to keep doing it. It feels like this weird conceit I never signed up for on YouTube. I never wanted to be one of those guys. And the YouTube app crashed. Man, I gotta remember update all my apps and I think probably update my phone as well. So I'll do a short live stream today before I go to sleep. It's kind of too hard to sleep now. I have too much energy. And doing some research, reading for the screenplays I'm writing. I've still been dissociating, but I almost look forward to dissociating now because I know it's just getting out of me, like reacting to that stimulus or stimuli that's making me dissociate. It just, I don't know what it is. It's like it's not as severe now. I feel it in my leg, that weird spot. It's like a pinching on my leg where it causes heat and cold and a weird taste in my mouth, almost the feeling of like salt is dissolving on my tongue. Not the taste of it, or like my tongue itself is dissolving. But I'm like, okay, that's just the dissociative disorder getting out of me. It's taken over a fucking year now, but I still don't feel like my normal self. And I'm very pleased that the laptop, the type of laptop, I haven't decided on a certain one, but the top laptops I saw that are good for video editing now, for like really processor intensive video files, could cost around $1,000. That's not that bad. I thought it was going to be like 2 or 3,000 because that's what I saw at Micro Center years ago when I went there looking for a laptop, for new ones. But I don't know what kind those were that cost so much when video processing is very, very, or video editing is very processor or, intensive or speed intensive, and it requires a lot of hard drive space too. That part's separate. That's simple. But basically a lot of CPU power, a lot of RAM, and a lot of graphics card power. And this being like $2,000 cheaper than I originally thought, that saves at least like 2 months right there of saving money. So we'll see if maybe in 4 or 5 months I have the money to just get all the film gear I'm looking at, just at least to start, if I keep making the same amount of money at my job. And if we're not shut down, hopefully. We were nearly shut down because people weren't wearing masks. I got a bunch of people here. Click like, everyone. You're all here. You're not clicking like. Yo, Trevor, what's up? How you doing? Trevor, Jackson, my old roommate. Yeah, we haven't talked in a while, but not for any reason in particular. Just, time gets away from me. But yeah, Jackson, doing well. How are you? Glad you're on here. I can't believe it. You're watching. I'm still in LA. The virus situation is just out of control. It's terrible. I'm being safe as possible, wearing face shields. Everybody's got to wear masks and face shields at my job now. Still not quite everyone does, but it's much, much better than before. I'm still always very nervous about being around people even with masks on. Shit. Okay, damn it, the thing keeps crashing. I gotta update everything on my phone, and that's probably not even gonna help with the crashing problem at all, but I haven't updated my apps in weeks. I think I gotta update my entire phone's operating system as well. Ah, boy. Yeah, that's true. Rent Strike 2020 said it best. Like and sub, everyone. This is Angelo, your very own God. And click like, everyone. Helps me out. I'm up past my bedtime now because I just want to do this. I want to... I've been exercising well. Thank goodness I'm losing a bunch of weight. I'm starting to see my double chin go away. Right there. So approaching the final stretch of weight loss, possibly. It's still going to be probably a few months before I can get to my goal weight, but I'm just trusting I'll do it. And ate a big breakfast today, but because of that, I've been very much limiting what I eat today. I haven't had another full meal, basically. I had like a protein bar, a protein drink, a Lara bar, some peanut butter. I think that's pretty much it. I'm not sure I had anything else. And drinking lots of water and exercising hard, too. just body weight exercises. So I just do a bunch of push-ups, a bunch of squats, and a back workout where I'll go up to either a chain link fence, or even they have at the park these like barrier poles around the parking lot, and I'll just kind of squat down, grab one of them, and pull myself forward like a rowing motion, and that does the trick for a back workout. I'll try and add squats throughout the day. I feel like I got to exercise more, especially because now I'm in better shape, especially after working this job where at our busiest I was doing, a lot of lifting and walking around for like eight hours a day. Damn, Tim G. Moist Andy, I'm about to open a huge can of sardines. That's what I got to eat more of. I miss getting sardines. I don't go to the grocery store ever anymore. I only used to like to go as soon as they opened, but now that I'm working when they open, I don't go I don't ever go. I only eat food at takeout at restaurants and the food bank. But the food bank rarely has sardines or tuna. Once in a while they have tuna. They had these really crappy cans of tuna. It's like 90% water. It's so messy. Especially imagine being in my car trying to pour it out. It's just a mess. It's not worth it. Right, rent strike. That's where a lot of coronavirus cases are happening. Grocery stores, retail stores. But Tim G said, I've been on keto for a year and lost 60 pounds so far. Tim G, if you want to talk about that, because I know what keto is, basically. You put your body in ketosis by starving it of carbohydrates. I couldn't decide between carbs and carbohydrates. And so basically it's protein, right? So you're sticking with mainly protein and fats. And, positives and negatives to that. I eat carbs. I feel it's fine for me, but I try not to overdo it. That's a trick because they can be very addicting and leave you more hungry. And, knowing when to deprive myself of them, and which I don't understand all the science of it, so I just try and limit it. That's all. So actually, now that I'm thinking of those tuna, I have that shitty tuna sit in my trunk for a while. I may as well just eat it now because I've barely eaten since like 8 this morning. This crap. Dorado. They have a bunch of these tunas. Go figure. Nobody wants them. And it is miserable trying to drain out the water or whatever. A little lemon lawnmower. Nice alliteration. But that's great, Timgy, 60 pounds. That's how many pounds does that average a month? 12, 60, about 5 pounds a month. That's really good progress. The downside I've heard of people when they say they go off carbs is, especially if they're already in pretty good shape, like muscular, they say they basically start to look too thin, like too much like skeletons. It like sinks in their, fat around their bodies where they don't necessarily want it. 18 grams of protein. Oh, that's a good deal. But like I said, just shit. I'm not even going to bother filming it because it's awkward. But I'm going to have my head sticking out of the car. Should have my mask on. Just drain it out onto the street. It is just such, really what the problem is, the tuna is so like mashed up and filleted up, it comes pouring out when you drain the water. Look at it's like, what is this, mashed tuna, like mashed potatoes. Ugh, it is unappetizing too. It's not chunky. It's a chunk light tuna. It is freaking, what do you call it? Like corned tuna. I have some hot sauce to put on. And hopefully, the thing is that I want at my job, I hope I can still work 6 days a week. Now that we're finishing up the holiday season, we're still working 6 days a week. Before we had the option of 7, but after like, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks of doing 7 days a week, they stopped that. They gave they didn't make you do it, but it was 6-day mandatory. But now it's down to 6, and they'll still be open 6. So that's what I'm hoping. I know they always need people, and that's the way I want to make money, is just work as much as possible. Because now the hours are shorter too, which I'm fine with. Just make the most of it with my free time. I'm spending a ton of my free time just researching, writing for screenplays. Boy, even the hot sauce can't do much to rescue this. Oh, that is the most unappetizing crap tuna. But 90 calories, not bad. Y'all behave in there. This isn't the place to jerk people around. Okay, that hot sauce helped a little. Barely ate today, so now just having bland hot sauce with tuna, or tuna with hot sauce, is like pizza to me. The hot sauce helps. Well, this one is worse. It's so much more filleted. There's so much tuna falling out. Like, I can't avoid it when I try and pour the water out. It's just a mixture. It's just tuna paste. That's what it is. Oh, this one is worse. This is tuna soup. Click like, everyone. Helps the video out. And if anyone must know, yeah, don't objectify homeless people on here. Rent Strike is homeless as well. He's a moderator. And I don't know what was said a moment ago for him to delete it, but that person was also saying objectifying stuff before. And yeah, that's not, this isn't your safe space for that. The whole world is. And if you're following me, you're a fan of me, then don't expect free entertainment and then to be able to say stuff that you have your safe space in all the rest of the world where you can, people like that are the loudest, most crying, whiniest people about what they think homeless people should do, and never offering real help. Just, you want to follow, you want free entertainment from a homeless person, then you say, well, I don't know anything about, but here's what I think. Well, you got your safe space for that. The whole rest of the world, this is not that. So, you know, facts don't care about your feelings. We're dealing with facts here. I'm trying to darken my screen so I don't waste the battery so much. Moist Andy says, my can of sardines has nice spicy tomato sauce, but my opener almost malfunctioned. I dripped a little mess on my center console. You're in the car, Moist Andy. Where do you get your tuna, Moist Andy? You should shop at Aldi if you don't. I know it's a little bit far out from Arlington, but they have one right at, is it Fairfax Circle? No, I don't know, but it's Route 50 in Fairfax. You basically just go west on Route 50, and when you get to the big intersection with, what crosses it? What's that little road? 236. Little River Turnpike becomes like Old Fairfax Road or something, goes through Old Town Fairfax. The big intersection with Route 50 and, yeah, wait. Yeah, I believe Route 236, there's an Aldi there now next to the Planet Fitness. Damn, with that hot sauce, now this tastes like pizza too. Yeah, load it up. Getting valuable protein. Click like, everyone. It helps the video out. It helps my channel. Yeah, sardines with hot sauce is good. And sardines are really healthy for you. Unfortunately, the dollar stores I like to go to, they're the, independent dollar store. I don't know. Actually, one is not independent, but it's not busy. It's got stuff that's more expensive. So sardines are like, or herring, or it's like $2 in there instead of $1. And it's never just plain. It's always like loaded with mustard sauce and stuff. I try and drain that out. I don't hate it. It's just, I don't need it. And 99-cent only store and Dollar Tree, they're always packed around here as soon as they open. So I never like going in there in general, and especially with coronavirus around. Don't want to go in there. People don't know how to wait in line. They don't know how to cross aisles and stuff. Damn. That wasn't bad. Maybe I'll get, if they have more of those tunas, I'll get those there at the food bank. Because they're cheap. Ugh, a little heartburn. YouTube crashed again. I'm going to get a little dessert out of my car, out of my trunk. Food bank has a bunch of apples and oranges and whatever these are. There's too many names for different types of oranges. Tangerines, tangelos. What's the other one? I think there's, or maybe I'm mixing it up with Spanish, because oranges in Spanish are naranjas. With, naranja starts with an N. But is there another, like a, or what are the other names for oranges? Is there one that starts with N in English or no? I'm just thinking of Christmas, Navideño. Navidad. What kind of car do I have? It's a good car. It's not a bad car. 2000 Toyota Camry, 184,000 miles or so. Runs in perfect condition. Burns a little bit of oil. AC and heat still run great. Smooth ride, powerful. Love it. Literally, like the 99 and 2000 Camrys, I've heard of like some of the most reliable cars of like, I don't know, the modern era, sort of. So the last 30 years or so. Well, no, I don't change the oil that often. I put in a little oil when I need to, so I keep oil in my trunk. Why not a truck? No reason for a truck. I have no answer for why not, because there's really no reason. Yep, the Camry, that's the thing. This thing is so, like, bulletproof. There's no, like, oh, do I have to worry about what's this noise? What's going on with this? Even the Honda Civic wasn't as reliable as this. I had lots of problems with. Sorry, the YouTube app keeps crashing. I had lots of problems with my Civic, and exactly, yeah, the Camry's big. I might have preferred a Corolla just for park. It's a little smaller. I like smaller cars, better gas mileage, but I'm totally happy with this, and I expect this car to last at least another like 120,000 miles, and I'll take care of it. And it just runs like a dream. I'm so happy with it. My Civic, it was having so many problems, and I had to get a bunch of repairs, and then it was destroyed in a car crash. So I had a huge repair bill and no car. And this thing, it's so great. If I wanted to fix something on it, I could, and there's so much working room. I don't bother. I don't want to get a ton of. I've done a few minor things on it, but for the most part, I just let a mechanic take care of it. Having a job kind of wipes out that energy to fix my own car. Do more work after I work. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Listen up, Jack. Here's the deal. Joe Biden's going to be elected in a few days, and hopefully it goes smoothly. Jeez, that's a tense situation. I think this is a 1.6 liter. I'm not totally sure. It's definitely not. I was looking for a cheap used car on Craigslist. The previous owner, mechanic, kept it in perfect shape. I had 2 mechanics check it out. They said, yeah, this thing, he's maintained it perfectly. So I'm just real pleased about it. $2,300 I bought it with about 180,000, no, 170 some thousand miles on it, I think. Got it about a year ago. Only thing I wish it had is a sunroof, because sleeping in my car at night, if it's hot, I don't like having the windows down. For one, the air dries out my mouth. And also, now with coronavirus, I don't want people coming up to my car and potentially infecting me. But even having the windows down, you can't have privacy. I block out the windows when I sleep. And it doesn't work. Even having the windows down when it's hot doesn't work nearly as well as just having the sunroof open, letting that cool air in. But that was a small compromise. Does it have overdrive? No. I mean, it has the second gear and lower gear. I don't know what overdrive is exactly, if that counts. Dim the screen a little more. I just spent hours today charging my phone and my portable phone charger at the food bank. So now I've got some power on it, but I want to conserve power as much as possible. That wasn't bad, that tuna with hot sauce. Maybe I should get some more, although really sardines are more healthy than tuna, right? Because tuna can have mercury. Well, I have no idea, Bob, blah, blah. I gotta do some business, if you know what I'm saying. I gotta turn the camera away. Damn it, this thing keeps crashing. I'm so sick of this app. Oh, and I forgot the topic of the video, the vaccine for coronavirus. So I went to a website for LA that you can sign up to get notified when your category of, you know, person, when your demographic is able to get the vaccine, because it's going in, phases. First, it's all healthcare workers. They've yet to vaccinate all the healthcare workers. But because I work in a warehouse, and basically I think it was under logistics and transportation, or industrial work and transportation, something. But because I do that, thank goodness, I'm in a warehouse. I will be eligible, it says, early February. So basically, I'm just waiting to get notified when I can do that, and then I'll be able to sign up for it. I don't understand how, or I don't know how it'll work if like a ton of people are signing up, which they will be. Like, how long will I have to wait? I guess that's just a basic question, because it says, my demographic, the industrial workers, among many others, and people over 65 will be vaccinated through the end of March. So if I sign up as soon as I can, does that mean I could potentially be waiting until March? I don't know. And of course, and LA are so slow about it and not getting out all the vaccines and all that. They're going to turn Dodger Stadium into right now it's just a huge coronavirus testing site. Like, thousands of people get tested a day there. But soon they're trying to make it a vaccine site. So I don't understand. Are they trying to do it both? It didn't clarify, the article I read, but they're trying to vaccinate 12,000 people a day at Dodger Stadium once they get that going. So we'll see if they're able to do that. But that would be good. I don't know why this lotion, it feels so crappy. It almost feels like it dries out my skin more, usually. Just something unpleasant about it. I don't know what. Like it's got alcohol in it or something. I saw the aftermath of a big crash on the drive over here. Not surprising. One, the roads are designed horribly, but also people are just selfish about trying to cut through intersections. It was at an intersection. It was obvious. It looks like what happened, like somebody was trying to turn left and somebody had the right of way, or maybe someone was turning right and someone was turning left from the other side. That's possible too. Oh, that was a stinker. Gotta get more sardines, tuna, and hot sauce. That's good stuff. We'll try and cover this window, mainly so that it acts like a screen over the... fuck. What? App crashed again. I have the sun visor up so to act like a mask on the window, basically, just protect me a little more. For whatever reason, I just got into today the last 2 days or so, looking up videos of Peter Jackson's The Hobbit films. I've never seen him. I like the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, in particular Return of the King. I think that's really great. And the extended edition makes it even better. A lot of times I feel extended edition in movies, it's like, oh, it was stuff that was better cut out. It slows down the movie, But love the extended edition of Return of the King. I feel like it finally comes into its own there. And anyway, it's just interesting. See, it's like sometimes I just want to be transported out of this world. And it's fun and interesting. And of course, I know the production was plagued with problems relating to delays, or Guillermo del Toro leaving and then Peter Jackson having to take it with no plan, and that shows. It's kind of a mess, but it's still, he does a great job. I know that sounds so corny. I sound like I'm on cinema. Like, guys, he really did a great job with this movie. 5 bags of popcorn. But no, it's so easy to get wooden acting or you know, stilted dialogue and stuff. He doesn't do. He knows how to get good performances and stuff. It's just, it's kind of a mess. I mean, I'm looking at action on screen that's just all over the like it's like what am I even looking at sometimes? But it's still extremely well done and it's just fun. And so for whatever reason, I've just been looking at clips of those and I've yet to see the movies. I'd like to, and I like the quiet moments more than anything. Um, than seeing the massive, massive helicopter shots of armies battling each other, and I don't really know what's happening. I just enjoy seeing the stuff with characters trying to get stuff from each other or being scared. So that's fun. And I even found some cool stuff like Lord of the Rings fans explaining stuff about the books. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool too. I don't know if I'll ever read them someday. Kind of like to, but I'm just not huge into, I don't know, reading novels. I hate to say it. I like them. It's just, yeah, whenever I read, I want to read stuff about film history or screenwriting, or biographies or autobiographies. Um, I get a lot out of those, particularly the screenwriting books are great. I just finished William Goldman's Adventures in the Screen Trade. That was a good one. And it has the entire script for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid there, so I got to read another screenplay without having my laptop. Getting the lotion rubbed into my hands. Yeah, I'm still dissociating, but it's not as bad as before. It's almost like I look forward to it. Like, oh, it's kicking up another storm or whatever and getting this stuff out of me. It's like I have to go through it. And it's nowhere near as severe as, say, a year ago when it was just very, very painful to go through. But it kind of makes me numb and stuff and kind of not delirious, but almost delirious in a way, like I'm disoriented. But I'm still talking here, getting through it. It's just strange sensations, unpleasant stuff. But I feel like I have to. It's like throwing up. If you have to throw up, or if you have to go diarrhea, or if you just have to take a dump, like you have to do it. You cannot. You cannot stop yourself. And yes, it's going to be painful and all, but you have to get through it to come out the other side. So that's how I look at it. Got to go through these flare-ups once in a while. If anyone here's read Lord of the Rings, let me know. Just curious people's take on it. Because I'll say I've read novels that are like well acclaimed and stuff, and I got nothing out of it. I'm like, this is not not interesting for me. It's not entertaining. It's not funny. It's nothing against them. It's just for whatever reason, I if I'm gonna read, I just got to read stuff about like film history or learn about film or autobiographies. Hello, everyone. Got a few people in here. And I was watching the Hobbit stuff because it's like, how often do I get out of my world? I'm in my ordinary world all the time. And granted, I like what I do and everything. I mean, warehouse work, it's whatever. I do it for money, but I don't dread it. Um, wish I made more money. But not many movies are big fantasy spectacles. Uh, Quite like Lord of the Rings, or there've been a few sci-fi films in the last few years, but there's just not a lot. There's not a lot of trust or money put into that. There's not necessarily the people around. Their schedules have to work to put it together. So, anyways, it's just cool to like go towards something that just takes me out of this world and into, a fantasy realm. Same as science fiction. It's something that's bigger than, or not bigger than real life, but totally, well, imaginative. It comes from imagination. It's not reality. Finally cooling down some. Tomorrow the place I shower at is going to be closed. Oh, this van, Honda Odyssey, had to gun it, which it cannot do, to turn left out of here and avoid being hit by a bus. The place I shower at's closed tomorrow because it's Martin Luther King Day, so I'm just going to shower in the street again. Hopefully it's kind of warm. Nice. I had some beans, pinto beans, yesterday I got from the food bank, Moist Andy. I just killed a 28-ounce can of Bush's baked beans. I'm munching on apples and oranges now. That's funny. 28 ounces, that's pretty big, isn't it? How big is this? Well, fluid ounces, I don't know how that translates to, let's see, to regular ounces. Yeah, 33.8 fluid ounces. Like this, almost this much in beans. Wow, I am shocked. Moist Andy, that's a whole lot of beans, but that's good fiber. Help lower your cholesterol. They don't have too many cans of beans, though, at the food bank. They only get them once in a while. So when they do, I get them. I grab them. Assuming they have the tabs you can open them with. I don't have a can opener. I don't want to deal with that mess. I got to rinse it off, Yeah, that's it. Rinse it off. It's just kind of messy. Like, you got to open it outside the car and make sure you don't spill any on the interior. Ha! Moist Andy says it's fun to fart in the warehouse, then run away and pretend it wasn't you. That's a good one. Peter Jackson's King Kong. I saw it once in theaters. I mean, I guess Kong himself was the best part of the movie. Andy Serkis's character was fun, whatever he was. But I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't have that strong a memory of it all, but I did like the fight with the T-Rexes and him, Kong, having to save Naomi Watts and fall down the vines. That was cool. And I have not seen Kong Skull Island. That's the one with John C. Reilly and Samuel L. Jackson. I don't know the guy. Kids, oh, that's Sam Jackson, my friend. Haven't seen it, but love the poster, though. The Apocalypse Now imagery. Ugh. I'm just enjoying sitting here. I was saying earlier, but for anyone who wasn't here, laptop, or one of the laptops, I was looking at a list of the best video editing laptops. Are way cheaper than I thought they'd be. I thought they were going to be like $2,000 or $3,000, but that was just based on a visit to Micro Center I did years ago, or like 2 years ago, looking at new laptops. But the most expensive one that I only saw two, but the number one laptop pick on this website was like $1,400. I'm like, oh, that's not a lot. But then the number two was $1,000. I'm like, well, the $400 probably doesn't make a ton of difference. I would go for the $1,000 one, and I'll still look at the others. But that was at least good to know. So I'm like, oh, instead of taking like 3 months potentially to afford a video editing laptop, it'll take like 1 month. And so I'm looking at how many months until I can afford a bunch of the film gear I'd like. Because I'd rather just get the money and wait rather than buy stuff right away now as I can afford it, and then wait for the next thing I can afford next, because I want, first of all, I want to see if the prices drop on some of this stuff, but also I'm in no rush. Like, it's not going to make me any more able to produce videos with that stuff if I only get it one piece at a time. And I want time to decide, look through and decide what do I really want. Because a lot of the cameras, they'll all make great pictures. It depends what I'm looking for. I think I found one I really want, because one, it makes a great picture, but also it seems pretty user friendly. The batteries last a long time, but the main thing is it doesn't take a lot of storage. Cameras like the Blackmagic 6K pocket camera, beautiful picture, but it takes huge, massive amounts of data. Like, to shoot for hours, you will need like many, many terabytes of hard drives. That right there is like hundreds and very quickly thousands of dollars. So it's like, I'd rather spend more for the camera and spend way less on hard drives so I can shoot a ton and not have to worry about it. So that's what I'm thinking about. I don't have any opinion about James Cameron's Avatar and upcoming sequels, other than I hope they do well. I mean, I hope he does well, and he's a great filmmaker. Terminator is one of my favorite movies. I hope they're great experiences. I entered an Omaze, I think it was, or what was it? Some other website where you pay $10, and every $10 you pay is like another chance to, like a better chance to win an opportunity with a celebrity or something, to whatever, to hang out with them on set or do something with them. I put in $10 for a chance to be on Martin Scorsese's next film, although he just released a documentary about Fran Lebowitz. But his next feature fiction film, or whatever you want to call it, but it's going to be something about, I forget exactly, but based on a real incident of settlers in America, like attacking Native Americans or something. So sort of a Western, but obviously changing up, the mythologized version of that. And Leonardo DiCaprio and Jonah Hill are going to be in it. And something like in the name Flowers or Pearl Blossoms or something. But I entered for a chance to like be on set for that. So we'll see if I get in. Probably not. But the money goes to charity or something, I think, anyways. I've seen a bunch of Godzilla movies. Can't remember most of them. They all kind of blur together. Godzilla in 1985 was like my favorite movie as a kid. I love that he like killed that guy in the beginning, like just stomped on him at the pier or something, right? And it was kind of sad to me when he walked into the volcano at the end. I don't think I've ever seen the full original Godzilla, but I don't know. I saw a bunch of them when I was a kid. I remember this one really weird one where, one, there was that big metal man, but there was one with like a baby Godzilla, and he had that little, like, the small Godzilla fire breath. and he was on an island. I remember something like that. I saw it many times, but I don't remember much of the story. Pretty sure I've seen the one with the three-headed monster, the winged beast. Oh, there was another Godzilla that came out right recently, within like the last 2 or 3 years after the Gareth Edwards Godzilla, which I haven't seen either. Oh, and unfortunately, I've seen the Roland Emmerich Godzilla. Holy crap, that is a miserable, miserable experience. No offense to anyone involved, you know. Sometimes you end up on a movie like that, but man, is it difficult to sit through. I actually saw it I saw it around when it came out, but I don't think I saw it in theaters though. But I saw it a couple years ago when Riff Tracks did it live and theatrically to make fun of it. Having the mayor and his like top aide be Siskel and Ebert. So corny. And I remember just the completely overblown marketing campaign for it. It was so, uh, I don't know. It was like the stuff South Park would do to make fun of something. It's like Puff Daddy, and who was playing? It was Jimmy Page playing guitar with them or something. The cover of the Led Zeppelin song. He played it on SNL, and it was, It just, I don't know. It's something so corny about. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It's just inevitably it's kind of corny when a big star, and hey, like, good for them. They're making money. They're enjoying themselves. I guess they're doing their craft. Um, but when they're making a big overblown song for like obviously like a movie made to sell toys, it's kind of corny. But the movie ended up doing underwhelming business, anyways. I'm gonna get going in a minute. It's 5:30. I try and get to sleep by now, although I'm not worrying about that too much. Really, I just can't worry about sleep much. I get up at 1:15 in the morning. What am I gonna do? I can't fall asleep at 3 in the afternoon most days. Even if I could, it's so hot out. Anything else? Any other questions? Phone's at 82%. That's damn good. Well, I'm going to get going then. May as well head out. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.